The Maharashtra government is on the verge of releasing its new Housing and Action Plan 2015. This is a housing policy aimed at creating affordable housing stock and within a particular time frame. NDTV has managed to get access to the draft policy that is being circulated, and Nikhil Sivadas gets you a scoop on what is expected.
Over 19 lakh houses by 2022. That's the ambitious target the Maharashtra government has set itself to achieve the goal of housing for all. Key to this is the draft Housing and Action Plan 2015, which NDTV has accessed. Here, MADA will conduct a survey to identify the full extent of the housing shortage, and this will then be portioned off among different government agencies to ensure that no one agency is left burdened with the sole responsibility.
It aims to do it in a very tangible, time-bound way. It has identified the requirement across the state, different cities, extended areas. So the current shortfall as well as the future requirement that's going to be there because of urbanization.
So what are some of the key measures that we can expect? For starters, an affordable housing land bank will be created by pooling land from different government agencies and unutilized SEZ land. The MMRDA will be allowed to explore rental housing options through public-private partnerships. And inclusive housing will be propagated by reserving 20% of the built-up area in projects for EWS and LIG housing. Changes will be implemented in the Rent Control Act, and measures are being put in place to speed up the redevelopment of cessed, slum and government buildings. In addition to this, private developers will be incentivized through additional FSI. And finally, an affordable housing fund will be created to help both developers and individuals.
So it allows individuals to contribute like a PPF in that fund. So and after a period of 10 years, they would be eligible to apply under the government housing scheme. Also, cooperative housing societies who want to avail loan and developers who want to avail loan to construct EWS or LIG housing can approach this fund for funding.
It is quietly balancing. Of course, it trends towards creation of more housing stock, giving more FAR, making more liberal rules regulation for construction, which was the need of the hour.
But urban planners and housing activists are criticizing the government for not consulting with them in the drafting of such an important policy.
We are hearing that the housing minister and housing secretary, through media reports, we know that they are not in talk to each other. So when there is no such coordination, definitely one of the important stakeholder will come later and will say that no, this consensus has not been drawn, and again they will have to start the process. So why not from the day one everyone is taken on board?
There is a certain amount of confusion surrounding it. We don't know for sure what's being actually written, what has been actually the final draft of the policy, because it has not come. Whether we as stakeholder will be able to make our point. So obviously there is a lot of confusion around it. So it's too early to say anything, but it might go the same way as the development.
Here, experts are concerned that potential flaws in the surveys could result in the new housing policy being delayed like the Mumbai Development Plan, or even failing to take off. While flaws are inevitable, there is no denying that this policy represents the most focused approach to dealing with Maharashtra's housing problem. Now one can only hope that the government engages with the public and all stakeholders to present a comprehensive policy in as short a time as possible. From Mumbai, Nikhil Sivadas, NDTV.
We can only hope that there's a lot which of course is taken care of between the draft policy and the final policy. It does take care of the affordable housing needs, especially in the city of Mumbai.